Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 for the continuation of the defense of Seelow Heights, just east of Berlin, 1945. Soviet troops are advancing, and the Germans are holding them back quite effectively in our third part for this wonderful little mission. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go ahead and click or tap that like button to let me know you'd like to see more. And again, remember, it is your duty to do so, as YouTube suppresses these things. All the guns and historical matter and such are always being suppressed, so remember to show it some support. Got a lot of troops here on the left side who are under attack by advancing infantry and tanks. Looks like a T-34-85 making its way to the front on the left, and the Tiger tank is standing strong, ready to zap any of those units that come close enough. We've also got that F.A.Q over on the other side that you saw at the very beginning, and there it went right there. Damn, a huge explosion just cutting through those enemy tanks. The Soviets are going to continue their attack now for about another hour, just under. Damn, explosions everywhere. Good to see. We've lost a lot of Panther tanks, however, and looks like they're vanishing from the field. But this area here and here, where two Panther tanks were before, including a third up there. And so, of course, after many enemy attacks, they're bound to break through eventually. Looks like rounds are even landing here by our artillery. I see blood by some of the crewmen. So it looks like enemy rounds are making their way closer and closer to our artillery. Sounds like some more explosions out there. You can see debris falling from the sky. T-34s are approaching like never before, and it looks like the enemy is starting to bring up even more tanks on this side, but they're coming to a stop for some reason. Not sure why, but we're going to continue to build up our defense and reinforce our defense with infantry and other types of equipment that we can. We also have a walking Stuk over here, Stuka Zafus, which will be really useful against enemy infantry in high concentration and enemy vehicles. We also have a King Tiger on the right side, still standing by. That artillery is going to be very useful too. Looks like the King Tiger is ready to go. We'll bring up another 88 here. So we're down to just our last few bits of equipment. We've got just a few infantrymen left on the right side, and also AT guns. The attack is going very, or rather the defense, very well for us so far, and we'll see how things go from here on out. I've dropped off some anti-tank guns on the right side that I'm going to try to get this group of infantry to occupy here very soon, and see if we can stop the Soviets from advancing by putting AT guns all across the border here. All right, I'm going to move some vehicles around. That deep explosion you hear, that's a good sign. Every time that happens, it's an enemy tank exploding. The Germans, again, in this time, 1945, are relatively just beyond weakened, but are still putting up an incredible amount of defense against the enemy. All right, we're going to go ahead and get some of these AT guns to dig into the hill if we can, or at least get very close. We've got multiple Stugs here, so it's not all lost. Those 75mm high-velocity guns could be quite effective against the enemy, and we'll get some captured Ziz-3s up here. Enemy left behind some goodies for us, so I guess we get to use them, so that's good news for us. Pull this half-track forward so these troops can get out of here. There we go. All right, so let's get all of these men to their places. We're going to try to have them grab guns. AT guns at this point are worth their weight in gold, and we're going to try to distribute them along the line. These are probably not as reliable or good as a F.A.Q, but they're going to be just fine against the advancing enemy. Artillery is firing non-stop. Going to try to set up AT guns wherever we can now to try to slow down the enemy. I can hear Panzerfaust being fired, so that definitely means that we've got enemy tanks close, including right here an ISU-122 that's advancing. Panzerfaust and such firing at them. This is where the desperation finally begins. This is where the whole battle really truly begins for me, as now we're going to really have to manage our resources and our equipment in order to hold the enemy back. Looks like that Flak 88 there was taken out, somehow getting zapped from a distance. And the King Tiger here, wow, down to just a few rounds. I didn't realize it was so emptied. Looks like this tank too is also out of ammunition. All right, looks like we got ammo problems on the right side. Uh-oh. Looks like the all right, we're gonna have to do something about that right away. We need to get an ammo truck up here immediately. Looks like these vehicles here haul ammunition, but I don't know if it's for tanks or not, so let's get it right over to this tank immediately. All right, there we go. Okay, so our tanks are probably going to get zapped only by the fact that they're out of ammunition. Too bad that 88 crew didn't last forever. Even if I would have kept it back, they would have probably reached out and caused problems with their longer range guns there. Alright. Well, the King Tiger's only had its track damage, so that's fine. Well, there goes the other track damage now. And it looks like the crew's been wounded. We get these men inside to repair, work for the crew, do whatever they need to do. Wow, more and more rounds are landing closer. We're keeping most of these vehicles at a distance. I don't know why the hell our tank is not targeting... Oh, of course, because it's out of AP ammunition. Although it's not even attempting to fire at any of the enemies. Alright, we will see the Tiger become the star of the show on the left flank. Looks like he's bopped down a few enemy tanks there. Either damaged them and the P.A.Q. is finishing them off. Friendly infantry are wounded there. Where did that P.A.Q. go over here? Should also have a... I believe we still have a remaining Panther tank around here. Ah. We have a artillery gun there. This forest is very thick. It's hard to see exactly where all my units are. For whatever reason, the Panther is facing the wrong direction. That's no good. Face this direction there. There we go. We'll put the Panther here. Good opportunity to have coverage over the top of the field. And more artillery is firing good. Flak 88 there. Alright, now, in our previous episode, I was setting up things like Nebelwerfers and whatnot, but it's not going to benefit us very well to do anything with that Nebelwerfer. Alright, some of these tanks are getting absolutely thrashed. Some of our tanks are also out of ammunition. Okay, let's see if this half-track here can actually provide ammunition to this tank. I'm not sure if it's infantry only. Looks like it is being depleted. But it could be just for the infantry. Alright, we need to get our tanks out of here. I need to find some sort of supply for the... I need to find some sort of supply vehicle for our tanks. SIG gun is good for the right side, actually. It's a very powerful, very accurate weapon. We'll bring that over to the right. Wow, artillery's doing everything that it can. Right now, essentially, the only thing holding on the right side is that King Tiger. Looks like none of these vehicles have any sort of supply. I know we brought up a supply truck earlier. But that's been depleted, too, for all the infantry. I don't know where else we can put these infantrymen. Probably put them here to make sure they don't get any closer. Damn, I'm like out of ammunition now. Oh, what's the Tiger doing? Tiger is down to 73 rounds. Plenty of ammo. Left side's good. Right side's going to hurt then. Let's send the rest of our vehicles over to the right. I need somehow to figure out how to get that ammunition to that tank. I don't know how to do it. Okay, we'll have to get our AT guns rolling too. Pull these AT guns back a bit. Let's get this artillery gun and infantry offloaded. I think we've detached from this vehicle. There it goes. Alright, an artillery gun standing by. Alright, let's try to get this infantry to go forward. Clear out enemy infantry and then see if we can approach that tank. Alright, we need to figure out how to do something with that. King Tiger and those other reinforcements there not having any ammo. Looks like they can resupply the... Looks like they're able to resupply the artillery, but not the tank itself. Oh, damn. We just got lucky. Here it is. This is what we're looking for. Okay. Gonna go ahead and bring this into the flank. Left side looks like it's almost finished off at the town. Hell of a lot of fighting going on across the whole front. Tiger looks like it was finally knocked out, but is repairable. Oh, we'll get that Tiger up and running here. Oh man, here's where the game really begins now. Now, no matter what, we are meant to lose this battle. So even if we lose it early, it's still in, I guess, the realms of history. I'm going to get this half-track to unload some infantry. Okay, infantry's coming out. Where's that truck? Another Stug here. Wow, really? Even these vehicles are being hit from back here? Alright, we better turn them around. I didn't realize they were that close. And immediately the Stug F being zapped on the nose. Wow, it's like some sort of a bias programming was just immediately turned on. For the longest time, these Soviets were not doing so great. And now suddenly landing these Hail Mary plays of destruction. The tank crews to see if they can do something. It looks like that vehicle's out now too. Biggest player here has got to be the King Tiger. Panzer Foss are standing by. Infantry there cut down on their approach to the vehicles, but they did successfully destroy both of those. There's a third one off in the corner though. Our vehicle is engaging. Okay, good thing we got these guns here. They are providing some sort of cover. There's just a T-34 over in the corner. Get this tank up here. Let's go. There we go. Why, they zapped the truck, but it is destroyed next to the tank. So the tank should be supplied now. This is a heavy ammo truck, so it should be providing ammo to the King Tiger. No, it can't because nobody's inside that. Wow, the crew is completely dead? Oh my god, this is amazing. We were doing just fine throughout the initial start of the campaign. Now it's just like everything's being immediately main gunned or the crew is being destroyed. That's amazing. Very convenient for the enemy. There we go. King Tiger's back up. That should help out a little bit. And meanwhile, on the left side, we got some trouble. All right, boys. Looks like crew members are working on that tank. 43 minutes remain. Mortar still has rounds. Boys, we need to get this tank out of the way. Anybody have a Panzer Shrek? Panzer Faust? There we go. There's our boy with the Panzer Faust. Alright, tank's sitting right there. Oh, look at that destroyed T-34 turret right there. Quite the sight. Well, let's see if we can destroy this tank from close range. Oh yeah. Excellent, right into the side of the tank and the crew is bailing. Good. Okay, the left side's looking a little more secure again. The Tiger just needs to be repaired. Mortar crews are standing by. How are we doing on the right? All right, there we go. King Tiger now having 38 rounds and pretty much clearing out half the truck's inventory. Some of our vehicles are back on the line. Very good. Beautiful shot. Okay. Things are up and running again. Let's see if we can repair anything. Looks like some of our vehicles are permanently boned. Can't believe they were actually firing that far back on us. But artillery's doing what it's supposed to. Now's a good time to set up the remaining guns that we have. This Lee gun is a... or this Seek gun is really accurate. It's more of like an AT gun here. We'll pull that out to the right side. And then as for these two remaining artillery guns, I think we'll bring them up to the left. Are these guys? Oh, yeah, they're still firing artillery. All right, let's set up the remaining artillery. And we'll get them some supply, too. Meanwhile, I'm going to reinforce some of these trenches because I can't afford the enemy to gain any more ground here. I need to hold the high ground. Wow, look at that. We're still firing this gun as quickly as possible. The big boy, the 21 centimeter. That is incredible. That weapon there is really almost has unlimited ammunition. It just has a crazy reload time. Well, it looks like we're holding back most of the enemy troops. 40 minutes remaining in our defense. Infantry's everywhere. A lot of our own troops out of ammunition, but it's not even worth it to pull them off the line anymore, because then we'd have to follow up with the attack. We'll keep our infantry right where they are, so that way we don't have to bring up reinforcements and then hope that they use the that they actually use the artillery that they have, or the explosives, or whatever they're specializing in that area. We're going to go ahead and detach this as well. Oh, not that. There we are. And we need to get this gun moving. Need a few men to jump out of this vehicle. Excellent. This gun is very accurate at close range. Essentially, it's more like a artillery anti-tank gun. We'll keep these guns back here for supply. All right, the right side is looking solidified again. We really fixed that nicely. But this will be our last effort in this area. We have no other supply that I can call out. I'm not seeing any other supply trucks, though I'm looking for them. But we need this to keep in the fight. And we need the King Tiger here in order to knock down those 122s and such from range. Enemy's still bringing in a lot of those tanks. A lot of infantry here, too. Bring the rest of our reinforcements up to the front. Walking Stuka, I still don't see an opportunity to use that. It's a little too close, I think. Wow, look at that. Even more supply vehicles here out of ammo. It's amazing. Okay, let's get artillery up on the right side. Artillery on the left should be good to go. Let's see where those vehicles are. Okay, good. Infantry to the front. We'll get our friendly infantry into the trenches. We're going to have to ensure that we're very tight together in our defenses. The Tiger has been doing an incredible job. We need that back up on the left. And I believe we also had a P.A.C. somewhere, but it could have been destroyed previously by enemy movements. Black 88 here, though. Down to 100 rounds. Should be enough for a 38-minute defense. All right, the Tiger tank is operational again. Although we seem to have lost a crew member somewhere. All right, the Tiger is back in the fight. And she's got plenty of ammo. Let's get our Grenadiers up here. All right, the Soviets have hit another brick wall. Damn, and look at that. Some big explosions blasting carcasses of tanks all the way across the map. Panzerfaust being fired at approaching tanks. That's why I'm keeping those troops there, because even though some of them are indicated of being out of ammo, that just means rifle ammo. They still have, in many cases, Panzerfaust ready to go. Do not turn, reverse, face that way. Men of War AI trying to sabotage our operation. Excellent. Now watch this gun. So the ZIG 15... Whoa, it has 100 rounds of heat ammunition. That is wonderful. 15 centimeter. Let's watch it do some action here. I believe that tank is operational. Go ahead and fire at it. Oh, never mind, it's not anymore. I don't think there's any others. Oh, here comes the T-34. Hell, they could even destroy the T-34 with HE rounds. Reloading time is immense, but the SIG-33 is going to do a very good job against approaching enemy tanks and vehicles. Oh boy, look at that one on the left. All right, let's see what happens with the HE round. Ready? Go. Ooh, that was a big explosion. Once it lands a direct hit, it's going to be huge. And here comes a lot of infantry, too. Cool thing is, this HE explosion is going to cause... Actually, even if I miss, and it lands in the ways of the infantry, it's going to cause a lot of damage. Let's try one more time. This gun used to be way more accurate. And it's been nerfed recently, but... let's see what we can do. Damn, right over the top again. 2 for 2 on the misses. Well, we'll let the crew do it automatically and see what they can come up with. Looks like most tanks are being eliminated. Excellent work. Oh, and the Tiger is completely destroyed. The legend of the Tiger. What the hell happened over here? Well, the Tiger's last stand. I don't know. It got bopped by a tank or something. Some sort of lucky shot. That's unfortunate. It held there for a very long time and had a lot of ammunition. Really, all I want, it's not, even if the Tiger had like a cardboard hull, but it had 100 rounds, then that means it's important because of the 100 rounds, not because it's an armored vehicle. At this point, we just need anything with like a 75+ millimeter gun that has ammunition. There's that F.A.Q. that was destroyed too. So the Soviets are really chipping away at everything. All right, this front, there we go. This whole front has no ammunition. This is a good opportunity to pull back now. This is when it'll be worth it. We need to go back to that giant artillery gun. See some more artillery in the back. This is where all the ammunition is now, around this gun. So this is essentially like the HQ. Field HQ. Germans are displacing. I previously said that I was going to be nice to the Soviets and pull back if I needed to in order to make it look cool. But at this point, no need. The Soviets have effectively taken out the Tiger tank and the remaining... I think we might have a remaining Panther here, maybe. Yeah, this one here is still functioning with some limited ammunition, but it's doing okay. I can't believe that Tiger got zapped twice. We were really dealing with those vehicles really well, but we need the enemy vehicles to be pinned down, essentially, very quickly. We can't allow them to fire us. Essentially, the way it works is we gotta basically shoot first and get a kill immediately. But I can still hear some explosions out there, and the enemy front is really thinned out. So we're okay. MG42's firing off. Nice. Okay, we've got Lee gun in support. Don't really want to take the time to set those up. Friendly infantry arriving now to get resupplied. Very good. Alright, we do have some artillery in the back still, such as here. We may as well get used to bringing that up now. Bring up these guns and fire them wherever we got them. Infantry looks like they're mostly needed on the left, but there's some trenches there, so they have better defenses than most troops. Let's go ahead and start deploying our troops here. I'm going to deploy them in this field, and then we'll reposition them wherever. The battlefield's rather narrow, so if they have to go to left flank, then we're good. Let's resupply these artillery guns. We're desperate for manpower, so we're going to have one man operate an artillery gun. Looks like these people are in the fight. Good. Another transporter on the way. Well, the legend of the Tiger certainly is... felt among us. All the vehicles and everything that it destroyed. You can now see how close the enemy's getting. So that Tiger was an incredibly effective unit with all enemy troops getting close to us. We'll need to pull back here too and get resupplied. Now it's worth it to pull back. It looks like actually there's heavy ammunition crate. Oh, this is actually meant for the tanks. So we can pull that out of there. Knowing MetaWar AI, though, if I pick up those heavy crates, which are meant for tanks, it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to get it out of the trenches, and we'll have to play babysitter. And that's time that could be spent elsewhere for me monitoring the situation and making sure we're holding. Well, it looks like all of our fresh reinforcements have arrived. Artillery guns are firing as quickly as they can. All right. Just want to put a few more troops here. Wow, I hear some beastly explosions, though. The enemy's definitely got us a bloody nose, but we've just wrecked their face. It's crazy. I'm not seeing IS-2s or anything yet. I'm more afraid of those because of their capability of destroying the remaining tanks that we have. Really, the Panther and the King Tiger are the only two remaining. Oh, looks like that mortar there needs repair in order to provide fire. Uh-oh, we got an ISU 122 and also... Uh-oh, let's see, we got our tank still. Yes, we do. Getting ready to fire at those approaching vehicles. Nice, good explosions. I need a Panzerfaust, but nobody's got one. I then need an ammunition crate. Well, this man's still covering the approach with the machine gun, despite being walked up on by a T-34. The man is dedicated to the cause. Got nothing for AT. Our 37 millimeters taking shots at the side of some of those vehicles. Soviets now are changing their attack, flanking towards the center, losing vehicles. Damn, yeah, they drove right out in front of the Flak 88s that are still well dug into the hill. Okay, essentially I'm going to switch out infantry now. Reinforce sections. Wow, damn, I can hear some big explosions too. Well, not much fight left in the Germans, but certainly not the Soviets either. We've got a Flakverling remaining, which is great for infantry, but it'll probably be immediately zapped by tanks. Let's go ahead and get the infantry here deployed to occupy the artillery. Essentially, now that the Soviets are stopped along this line, it's good to just pound the hell out of them with artillery. We need all these guns turning and burning on them then. Ooh. Nice. Rounds going out, thinning out enemy populations. I just saw a tank getting zapped in the back. Excellent. Looked like a tank just got hit by the artillery somewhere on that mini-map. Too many tanks on the field to see, but looks like we're looking pretty good here so far. Any IS-2s yet? I haven't seen any. Maybe sometime. All right, let's get our vehicles here manned up and fully functional. Well, the Stugs are now clinging to life. AT guns did a good job. Should have an AT gun up here somewhere too. Oh, there it is. Oh, Flak 88 here. Oh, good, we have 88 coverage. Nice. Very good. Artillery batteries are going to play an important role in the final defense. Damn, looks like this is out of ammo. Let's go ahead and try to experiment with carrying over one of those heavy ammo crates. It seems like it's just better to find a vehicle that has ammo and just drive it over. We'll try to do that, though. Let's see if we can get 2 men to carry over a heavy ammo crate for that Pak-40. And the remaining of you head over here, get resupplied, and then we'll move them in a moment. Let's see how smart the AI is to get an ammunition crate over to a Pak-40, which is there. Looks like they're not even moving it at all. I'll have to do manual control then. This is taking away important resources, essentially my attention away from the battlefield where I could be commanding tanks and infantry and such. Now we got to play this. This is like that game where you would take like a piece of metal that was connected. Wow, look at that man is dead now from bumping into the box. You can see why I didn't want to do this now, but yeah. So this is like that game where you get a piece of metal that's connected to an electric current, and you're supposed to not touch the edges of the thing, otherwise a light will light up. Looks like this is impossible to get this out of here. Whoa, damn, but there goes that artillery firing off. Maybe we'll go the other way. Thought the trench might open up. Wait a minute. Oh, no. It's very important to get this ammunition over to that P.A.Q. though. It is in a very good position to knock down enemy tanks. Alright, there we go. So now we're clear of the wall. Now we just need to move ourselves down to the edge. Oh, that's so narrow there. I can't even... That's probably why I went this way. It's too narrow. Alright, so it's a no-go situation on that. So no supply over here unless they actually... I don't know if this vehicle has supply, does it? Sometimes they carry supply in them. Well, the P.A.Q. is just going to have to sit there then until we come up with some sort of ammunition. Just not going to happen. Perfect opportunity for the Stow, yes. Walking Stu could get ready to fire. Wow, look at the amount of fire that just came in. I don't know where the hell that came from. I think we got a crazy amount of infantry in the front. I'm going to continue to hold this until the end then. As long as we still have our Panther on the left side, which we do not. It is destroyed. Finally dead. Flak 88, doing a good job firing. I've just got artillery sitting around now at random. There's so much to manage. Oh, there's that half track. Oh, good. That actually has ammo. So we can get that Nebelwerfer for firing, but not even worth it. Infantry on the line is worth 1,000 rounds to the Nebelwerfer. That thing sucks. Where is that vehicle? Panther was destroyed around here somewhere. More heavy ammunition crates there. Let's try to get that P.A.Q. up. Though at this point, if I put all this effort into equipping the P.A.Q., it's just going to be destroyed again anyway. So let them come and we'll do hand-to-hand combat. We have a Panzerschreck here. This will be good. So because of all of our heavy losses, and because it's going to take a very long time to get ammunition to where it needs to go, we need to pay attention so the enemy, enemy doesn't sneak by. We need to kind of one by one work on individual soldiers like that. Damn, nice job. We should have another enemy tank around here somewhere. There it is, ISU 122. They're starting to get up the hills. A little bit closer before we fire this thing. Ah, good, she's tracked. No escape now. He's out of ammo. Wait, what? Oh. Now we need to get back and get ammo for him too then. Man, everybody's out of ammo. I can't do anything yet. Comes down to the final fight in the next episode, which will be tomorrow, folks. Thank you, everybody, for clicking and tapping that like button and showing your support. We will finish it off with tomorrow's defense of Seelow Heights. Thank you very much for dropping by, showing your love, and I'll see you very soon for the final defense. 24 minutes remaining. The Soviets are starting to cheese by our lines with the AI literally driving over the edge of the map. They're desperate. They want to get us. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.